When you are a God and you understand who you are and you understand your power, you move different, you act different, you think different, you talk different, you walk different, you do everything completely different. With the thoughts, how are you actually feeling? Because it's more so about your vibration than it is the thought. We are electromagnetic beings. We are electricity and we are magnetic. Thought is the electricity, but the feeling is the magnetism. How you what? It's your girl Connie, and you are back watching another episode of A Freed Mind, where we take back the control of our mind and our reality. So, all my free minders and all my new free minders, if you are new, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. To the channel. To the channel. Okay? So that way you'll be ready to tap in when it's time to tap in. All my old free minders, I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for supporting your girl. And we about to get into it. Have you ever had a friend that you just knew they was like jealous? It was bad energy. They always seem to just have this thing about them that just made you feel like anytime y'all get together, they hating on you, or they got some sort of ill intentions or whatever. Now I know y'all ready to hear me say that I've had one of those friends as well, and I have, but that is actually not the case. I was actually that friend. I was the friend that was the weird friend that was jealous and that was hating. I was out there hating. This friend was one of those girls that was like a girl's girl. She was um very girly, very well put together. Um she took care of herself. She took care of her appearance, inside and out. She truly loved herself, and there was nothing that anybody could say or do to change that about this girl. Now, little old me, this is like back in 2018, I loved that about her. I loved that about her so much that I wanted that to be me. I didn't see myself having those same feelings towards myself. I didn't love myself properly. I didn't take care of myself properly. I tried to figure out, like, in my head, I just kept like trying to think, like, how does this person do this? Or how does she do this? How does she have this attitude towards life that's just like, can't nobody tell me nothing. I'm that girl. And can't nobody change that or tell me nothing. And so I just kept trying to study and figure it out, and I just could not figure it out. I couldn't figure it out. Like, you know how you'll see somebody and they aura is just so big and so bright that you just want to be around them. I became obsessed with wanting to have that aura. Wanted so bad to have that life of having nice things, having a nice car, having a nice home, having people love me, and accept me, and then having this attitude that's just like, can't nobody tell me nothing. I wanted so badly to have all of that, and I constantly kept thinking about it. I kept thinking about having that life, having that car, having that home, having those friends, having my family accept me. All of those things that she had, I wanted all that for myself, and I saw all of that for myself. Being a God and having our mind powers, we talk about the power of thought, but we never really talk about the power of vibration with the thought. You may have thoughts about having this specific lifestyle or this specific thing. You may have the visions and the imagination that you need to have in order for things to first be created in the mind. With the thoughts, how are you actually feeling? Because it's more so about your vibration than it is the thought. With us being gods, we are electromagnetic beings. We are electricity and we are magnetic. So, with that being said, when we have thoughts and we think about a specific outcome or a specific desired reality or desire in general, we associate these things with a feeling, with a vibration. With that vibration, the question is, what are you feeling? Because what you are feeling determines whether you are actually propelling this desire away from you or are you actually bringing that desire to you. If you're thinking about having um, a new car, but you are thinking of it and you're being sad at the fact that you don't have it yet, or you are fearful that you will never have it, then you're propelling that outcome away from you. When you are thinking about having this car, but you understand that the car is already yours, you act different, you move different. You let things go. You don't worry about how it's going to come to you because it's already yours and you know it's already yours. Just because you have not physically manifested does not mean that it's not yours. But when you move like the God that you are, and you know that whatever it is that you are wanting is already yours, then there's no need for worry or sadness or fearfulness or feeling a lack thereof. So it's not necessarily always about the thoughts, but it's about how you're feeling. And so, with me wanting to have everything that this girl had, I didn't think of it as something that was already mine. I thought of it as something that I don't have and that I wanted, which then the universe is showing me in so many different ways how I don't have it, how I can't receive that. And so that ended up fueling the jealousy. It fueled the hatred. I constantly kept thinking and seeing that I could have that life, or I could have this love for myself, or I could have this nice home, this nice car, or I could have this love. I could have this energy about myself that when I walk into a room, all eyes on me. I kept seeing myself have that, but the feelings, the vibration that I associated with that was lack. It was fearfulness of not having it. It was sadness because I didn't have it. So it ended up propelling all of those things that I wanted away from me. And this was like 2018, I believe. I can't remember exactly when, but I want to say 2018, 19. And so now it's 2024. Why did I have to look at the clock? 5 years later, I'm actually able to actually receive those things that I desired for myself and feel those things for myself because I had to change the emotion that I associated with that vision. I had to change how I felt about the things that I wanted. I had to understand that I'm a god, I'm a goddess. Whatever I see for myself is already mine. And stop associating all these things that I see to not be mine or to be upset because I didn't have it right here, right now. When you are a God and you understand who you are and you understand your power, you move different, you act different, you think different, you talk different, you walk different, you do everything completely different. And that's not to say that you are not a God when you are acting in the opposite. You are a God in both situations, but when you realize that you are a God, when you come to the awareness of being a God or a goddess, that's when you move different. And so I wanted to share this story time to give y'all a understanding of how you can want something so bad and you can be thinking about something so bad and envisioning these things using your imagination to try to manifest something into your life or obtain something in your life. But when you are having a low vibration associated with that thought, it's not going to come, because the thought is the electricity, but the feeling is the magnetism. We are electromagnetic beings. So just as much as the thought being important, so is the emotion. The emotion is probably even more important, because it's easy to see yourself have something. That's easy. You can just do that right now. But your emotions associated with it, now that's where it gets kind of hard in understanding the power of the emotions and the power of our magnetism. And I thought that I should just definitely share this story, because the story is something that I've had to deal with and overcome, and bring myself to a point of even speaking about it to you guys or to anybody. And for the longest, it was something that I could not speak about, or that I could not um, be authentic about and just be comfortable enough. You know what I mean? But now that I'm in this space of understanding my God powers, understanding who I am, that old me can't affect me anymore, because I know who I am. That old way of thinking, that old way of feeling that I used to have and used to be is no longer me. So why would I be ashamed to speak on something that I'm not? Because I know who I am. If y'all have ever have been that friend, or you ever have had that type of a friend, give your friend some grace and give yourself some grace. If you have to remove yourself from that relationship so that it does not escalate to actually putting your hands on somebody or hurting somebody or you getting hurt, then remove yourself. That probably was the best thing that we did, was in the relationship, because I was being weird. And that's the thing, to admit that I was being weird, like, that's some strong stuff, baby, okay? Because I was being very weird. I can admit it. I was being real weird. But at that time, I was young. I didn't know who I was. I didn't understand my power. If I would have knew my power, maybe I would have never went through that. But that's where, you got to go through things in life to learn. And so, let me know. Have y'all ever had a friend like that? Have y'all ever been that friend? If you're not ready to come out and say that you've been that friend, or you don't feel like it was you, but it probably was you, message me. Hit me up on Instagram at iamfreeminds, or on my personal, Connie Marie. The Instagram is in the link in the description. Okay? Let me know. Have y'all ever had to experience something like that before? If y'all also like the story time, let me know, because I want to incorporate more story time so y'all can like get to know me more over a period of time, and understand where I've grew from, what I've grew from, to, you know, let me know if you guys like the story times, because regardless, if you do, if you don't, I'm going to implement them. Okay? You can't tell me that I ain't. Thank you. So, I just want to say thank y'all so much for watching the video all the way to the end. If you watched it all the way to the end, also let me know. Let me know that you watched it to the end. If I see your comment and you say you watched it to the end, then I know you real. And I know you actually truly care about that mind of yours, and learning about that mind, and learning about freeing yourself from that mind. Okay? Because this is a free mind, baby, where we do free mind activities. Okay? Now, yeah, I'm gonna see y'all next week. Peace.